Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. We are finally back at the original time, 7 p.m. UK on a Monday. And I just wanted to let you know we're just going to be doing this every Monday at 7 p.m. because it's just easier and I think everybody likes a little routine. And I'm really excited that I've made that decision that from now on, every Monday at 7 p.m., unless I tell you otherwise, we're going to be here on my channel live. And you can write in with any questions, you can comment, you can chat. And every week we're going to have a self-growth topic. I've already lined up the next few topics, which is super, super exciting. For example, next week we're going to talk about dating apps. It's going to be so good. And yes, so who am I? I am Melanie Josephine. I'm a relationship expert, award-winning author, and certified life coach. And on this channel, we talk about self-growth, spirituality, and love life. Because I want to tell you how you can massively up-level your love life and life. So today we talk about money. And I have, since the beginning of the year, I have read about money. I have listened to podcasts about money. I'm currently taking part in a little program. It's called Money School by Mark Butler. So it's kind of funny. I don't know if it's funny, but in a way, it's interesting that exactly 1 year ago, last year in January, at the same time, I signed up for self-coaching scholars, and one of my biggest goals was to work on my money mindset. However, life kind of got in the way. 2020 kind of got in the way, and I learned a little bit about money, worked a little bit on my money mindset, but not in the way that I'm going to do it this year. This year, I am massively up-leveling, and if you are too, or if this is one of your New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals, let me know. I also want to celebrate this awesome cup. Isn't this so cute? I love this. You should grab a tea, probably not a coffee, maybe some water. Hi, Kira, you're saying I use Money Wallet to manage my incoming and outgoings, but I don't really know what that means. Is this an app? This is mainly about mindset. So this is not about investments, or I call this live stream. They are millionaires, so they're using these techniques. Oh, the other thing I just remembered. So last year around this time, January and February, I was doing a money meditation, and if I can still find it, I'm going to put this into the info box, but it's not going to be there until tomorrow. I'm doing this because I set a money goal last year and I achieved it, and my income was actually going up in March, which is interesting because I did this money meditation in February. So I don't know if this is linked. You can obviously, unless you have like really specific clear start, I don't know. Like, the thing is, don't take advice from people who are broke or haven't achieved what you want to achieve. This actually goes in your love life too. This goes probably in any area where you want to improve and you're seeking advice. People give you advice or their opinion. Even sometimes you come across someone who tells you something, but they just really don't know what they talk about. Advice, really consider where do anything about it seriously, who are not walking there. I think this is why I am so well, I don't want to say in love, like I just love Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, and I went to his advanced retreat because he is just so walking his talk, and that's just so great. Okay, so let's go to number 2. This is something I have only just started to do, and I still need to work on it. But that's absolutely, no matter in what sort of situation you are, and whether you like to pay this or not, just in terms of hiring your vibration and attracting more of what you want, practice celebrating your bill. For example, the way that you can do this is you can say to the universe, thank you so much, I get to pay my electricity bill. Thank you so much that I get to have electricity. Or thank you so much that I get to have this food and that I get to pay for this food. Thank you so much, like whatever you buy, like let's say you buy a massage. Thank you so much that I have such an amazing massage therapist and I happily pay her. Actually, just before this live stream, I wrote down a couple of, not meditations, affirmations. And then I threw my affirmations book over there. I'm just going to quickly get this. I just want to mention this. I'm going to talk about affirmations a bit more, but just because this is very specific to what we're just talking about. So basically, one of the affirmations says, and I love this affirmation. I'm going to keep and write and maybe stick it up somewhere, because it says, all the money I spend enriches society and comes back to me multiplied. That sounds so beautiful. I love this. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get into the scripting a bit later, the affirmations. But so the third point I've written down is respect your money and don't throw it out of the window. So there was one podcast I listened to, and the lady was saying that respecting your, so I've like lately not really been sure what it means, like when to spend money, when to hold on to money. But this, she was explaining that respecting your money basically means that you don't make these really rational, very quick, like for example, going to the store and you see like a really expensive TV and you're just buying it without really considering how you can manage your money more wisely, or how you can manage your money more wisely, or how you can just invest it better. So that's basically what this means. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later. I'm going to go to the next point. This next point I've actually never heard before until I researched this, and this is so good, because I have heard, so this is about language, and it says change your language. And so I've heard other people say that you shouldn't say, for example, oh, this is so expensive, or this is cheap. I'm actually not sure about cheap, but apparently saying this is so expensive probably also goes back to how you feel. I'm assuming lowers your vibration. And then I always ask myself, like the other day I went to the shop and I was like, okay, but if I think this is expensive, what else should I say then? Like, how can I change my language to really improve my money mindset? So as I looked into this, I found the answer. So to avoid saying this is so expensive, actually, I just remembered something. You shouldn't say this is so expensive, because then you're putting money or whatever it is on a pedestal, and whatever is on a pedestal, you have more struggle reaching. So here's another way you can put this. If you think something's expensive, rather than saying or thinking it's expensive, you can say, oh, this is so luxurious, or this is so high end, or I'm so excited to be able to afford this soon, if you are on the quest of earning more money or attracting more money into your life. Just to not, like, expensive has this negative notion. It almost, at least to me, it almost sounds like you're saying, yeah, this is expensive, I can't afford this, I won't be able to. Expensive. However, if you say this is just a high-end product, this is the next thing actually, and I think it's the next point that I've written down as well, is when, so I was asking myself, so what what does this mean in reality? If I think this is expensive, but I shouldn't say it's expensive, in terms of attracting money and acting abundantly, does this mean I should just buy this and then I'm abundant? But that's actually not what it means at all. Here's another thing you can say if you think something, because sometimes we see something and we think it's expensive because we know that we can get it cheaper somewhere else or more affordable somewhere else, or we can get the same quality of a product somewhere else at a lower price. So when you're in that situation, it's better to say, I choose not to spend money on this, or I choose to spend my money differently, or I choose to spend money more wisely. And I found this also very helpful in terms of changing your money language. And I'm currently practicing saying that. And also what I find very, very interesting, and tell me if you feel the same way, that as soon as you start practicing a different language around money, you're also really noticing other people's language around money, and you can kind of see who in your surroundings has a scarcity mindset, which means they're really afraid about money, no matter how much money they have. Actually, I must throw in this example as well. When I started to be coached in the life coach school, I did a session around money, and also I can't remember which questionnaire it was, but it doesn't matter. I also did like a questionnaire about money, and it was all about your mindset now and how your mindset would be if you suddenly had, let's say you suddenly had 100,000 pounds. And when I did this exercise, unfortunately, I can't remember the questions of the exercise, but what was mind-blowing, and I really couldn't believe this, because don't we all think that if we suddenly get a lot of money, that we would feel better, or that we wouldn't be scared? But when I did this exercise, I realized that unless I change my money mindset, I'm going to feel exactly the same way if I have more money. And this is exactly what the people that I've listened to for the last 2 weeks have said. Like some people who have up-leveled their business and have come into way more money still had the same scarcity. Because don't you agree, like, I don't know if this is like this for you, but for a lot of people, and I would say for me as well, money is kind of like safety. We think of money as safety, like the more money we have, the safer we are. But isn't it interesting that we can have the same scarcity mindset at 10,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds, 100,000, or a million? Like there are millionaires who are still having that same scarcity mindset, and they're not allowing themselves to actually feel abundant because they never evolved from the mindset that they grew up with to where they are now. And then they start a job, actually really well-paying job, but still buying the same low-price food products, or they're not allowing themselves any more than a slice of toast with butter. I mean, this is a bit of an exaggeration, but you know where I'm coming from. And this is not about how much money you have. This is about the scarcity mindset, which means if you don't work on your money mindset, that if you then attract lots of money, you will not feel better, which is ultimately always what we want. Like whatever we buy, do, or whatever, we always do things to feel better. Okay, so the next point is, why did I write that down? I wrote, oh no, I've already talked about this, sorry. Next point is money affirmations. And I always love, I'm just going to share a few, but I always love to hear other people's affirmations, or what sort of affirmations they use. So I'm not going to share like a whole lot, but I just want to share a few. So my go-to affirmation when it comes to money, if I want to say any money affirmation, I usually say, money flows easily and effortlessly into my life. I think it even says that on my vision board. It says money comes easy. That's the only money affirmation I put on my vision board. But and then the other one I haven't said for a while, but I said that last year in January and February a lot. I am a money magnet. No, I am a magnet for money. That's what I meant. But I've written down so many now I don't know yet. Money is not evil. Money is not bad. It's not that like evil people have money and good people are poor. Money is all about energy, and the more positive energy, the more goodness you put out into the world, also the more you attract to you. So, okay, let me read a few more. I'm fully supported at making money. Money comes to me through expected and unexpected channels. I love this too, because very often when we want to attract something, anything really, we think that we know it can come through expected and unexpected channels. You are allowing both of these channels to bring money to you. I welcome money into my life. I like this one too. Not all of us, I shouldn't generalize, but I think a lot of us think that when somebody is paying others or they're buying something from us, that is like negatively going away from them and positively going to us, like making like a minus in their bank account and a plus in our bank account. But the truth is that whatever they're buying from us is having a positive influence in their life. I mean, they're buying it for a reason. For example, if somebody buys my au pair book, they are getting a lot of content for what they have invested, and therefore the money, which is the energy, is then flowing towards me for what I've created, like the product that I've created. My positive money thoughts are coming true. Financial success is mine. There is enough for everyone. I think this is a big one too. And I haven't actually completely overcome this mindset that there isn't enough for everybody, and that if we earn more, somebody else earns less. So in the life coach school, I've actually learned that we can all peace, that life is all about energy, which is very, very interesting. Okay, only a few more and then we move on. The universe constantly supplies money to me. Money flows, oh, I already said that. Whatever activities I perform make money for me. Money flows to me easily, frequently, and abundantly. I love this one. I live in a rich and loving universe. Okay, let's leave it at that. And let's go to the next one. I wrote down that you can create your path around money. I've got some money here with me because we are doing a money live stream. And if you don't know, also for attracting money. And what do I mean by money ritual? Like, let's say one evening you just had a bath, you had like a nice face mask, and you can just, I don't know, just make up some affirmations. Like, I'm releasing all negative affirmations from my life. I don't know if they are negative affirmations, but you know what I mean. Or I am releasing negative emotions in regards to money so that I can let money. I think just having a little ceremony and releasing energies and drawing the new positive energies in. By I think Denise Duffield Thomas. And she was saying that had like a negative situation with a flatmate about rent or any situation that you can think of. I remember having the situation up, bring all the negative emotions up, release them, and then rewrite amazing about the situation. And you always know that you have released something when you just don't have any negative emotions anymore. Like when you can look at the situation objectively. I always notice this about anything that I used to be upset about in the past, or any situation that upset me about, I don't know, something that somebody did. But if I like walk down the street and I think of that, and no emotion comes up, I know I've let it go. It's past. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not even part of me at all. But I don't know if I agree that you actually have to do this for several weeks. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to do this exercise, but I also think, and this is something I heard in a podcast this week, or last week actually, is that do this work, but don't get overly hung up on writing your negative thoughts and then rewriting them, because the thing is, we will always have some negative thoughts. There's nothing we can do. Like however much money we attract, however much abundance or love or good relationships, there will always be some doubts creeping in. There will always be a few negative thoughts creeping in, but it's more about observing them. It's more about controlling them rather than them controlling you. And that's why this mindset work is so, so critical. Okay, next one, creating a loving relationship with money. And somebody said that you should treat money like your boyfriend, and at first I didn't really know what that meant, but I think it's mainly just having this loving feeling when it comes about money, and that goes for what comes in and what goes out. And that leads actually to another thing somebody I heard somebody say, which I've never heard this before, and it's such an amazing analogy. And he said, when we breathe air in and we breathe air out, and we're not afraid that when we breathe air out, that maybe there won't be another breath of air. Maybe unless we're underwater. But he was saying this because he was saying that there's so many people who are so worried about letting money go. And I'm not saying that you should just, like I said earlier, don't throw money out the window. What I'm saying is, let's say you go to the shops or you have a bill to pay. These are things that you need to do. So in those situations, let the money go with ease. Let the money go with gratitude, and not like you want to hang on to it for the life of it. And I know the feeling. Tell me if you've had this, but I don't know. And I spoke to a friend about it, and she said she feels exactly the same way. Sometimes we just want to earn money and never spend any, so that the amount grows and grows and grows, and never anything goes. But that's not really how life works. Just like there's ups and downs in life. There's breathing in and breathing out. There's crying and happiness, understanding and no understanding. And there is money coming in, money flowing out. And this is a way of life. And just making more peace with this. And then another one I wrote down, not to put money on a pedestal. And I find the more money work, money affirmations you do, the more you let this go, like this putting money on a pedestal, like the more affirmations and the more you work on your money mindset, the more you see money as equal. I don't know how to say it, like, or that you are worthy, because this is another point. You need to see yourself worthy of money. Maybe write down a list of why you're worthy of money, and this can be anything, because there are people in this life who have a lot of money, and there are people in this life and they don't have much money. But just another thing I want to mention, this is a belief I am working on right now, because I noticed that I also have this belief that I only deserve money if I work really hard for it. But if you have this belief, no, you can only earn more money with the same amount of time that you have. And if you want to earn more, you have to either reach more people, have more defined content. Anyway, you're getting the picture. But this is something also an aha moment that I actually had last year, because I never thought about the fact, actually the actual fact, that there is only a certain amount of hours in a day, and unless you can only like hours equals money, then like I'm picking the ones that I feel drawn to and I'm putting these into action, and then we can have another live stream on this at some point. Oh, here are just like little tips and tricks. You can do a little money dance. Or, writing yourself checks if you have some, or you can just like make it up as you go. Be creative. We're going over time today because I still have more to say. So you can also respect your money when you, let's say you don't know about investments. I actually don't. When you just show your money that you're putting in effort, like you're learning about investments, you're learning about how to be more smart with your money. Think about the things that just make you feel abundant, maybe not just around money, just generally what makes you feel good. And here's another tip. Change your passwords. Like if you set an intention for this year, how much money you want to earn, this is something I need to do. I'm going to do this week. Changing the passwords so that you can be reminded of your goal every time. And another thing, whether it's money or whether it's something else you want to attract this year, you shouldn't really set more than one big goal, because if you spread yourself thin, you're not going to achieve anything. So pick one big goal and write that big goal down every single day of 2021. So I'm writing my money goal down every single day. I've already done it every single day of this month, I think. But I'm pretty consistent with it. And so that is something that is small, seems maybe almost too small, but something easy you can do if you want to achieve this goal this year. Then this is also from this book, the Denise book. She said to attract more money and to show money that you care about money and you love money, make like a spreadsheet, write down every single day what you earn. Now, I've done this all of January 2020, but then, I don't know, I'm still doing it every month, so I think that's better than not doing it. Or like things that I only see once a month and I write them down once a month. Here's another really big thing that I've learned, and I've implemented that one actually all of last year already, and I think this is a great one. This is counting discounts and gifts, and even if a friend pays for your coffee or like whatever it is, that you count that as income. And why would you do that? Well, first of all, it is in a way. And second of all, you show money that you appreciate it and that you love it, and that it doesn't matter in what form it comes. And even if it's just $1 that you find in the street, that you appreciate it and you write it down in your money book. I actually did that. But I think one day I found like a penny or something. I wrote it down in my money book. So just show your appreciation. Yeah. So let me know how that goes if you're doing that. Like I said, I'm going to continue doing it once a month. And then also to up level, like throw things out that are broken, chipped, or like if you have any holes in your socks or your underwear, just to vibrate that emotion of abundance more and more and more. And just, I remember her saying in the book that you need to, even if you haven't changed your income yet, to up level like in small ways. Maybe you can get like a slightly more expensive handbag. Oh, now I said expensive. A slightly more high-end handbag. But I mean, anyway, I think you get the picture. Like maybe not going to Primark, but going to GK Maxx or something like that. You get the picture. Declutter your handbag. Why am I saying this? Actually, any form of decluttering, because whenever you let go, you make space to let back into your life. We already spoke about the language. Oh my gosh, this has been such a fun live stream. I hope you had fun today. Next week, you must be here with me next Monday at 7 p.m. UK time, because we're talking about dating apps, and I've already collected so much information, so much data. It's going to be so fun. Even if you're not looking for a partner, you can collect this information and tell your friend. And don't forget, if you have a friend who is unhappy in their love life, send them over to me, because we'll sort it out. It'll be done and dusted while once they coach with me. So send them over to me if you have somebody. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait for next week's live stream. Lots of love. Bye.